Hey there, superstars. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you are all having a great Thursday. Happy December 1st, too. I can't believe it's December 1st, right? Like, holy cow. This year has just, like, flown by. It is the end of the year, basically. It's just crazy, crazy, craziness. Hello, I see we have one person live. For some reason, it'll tell me 1 or 2 or 3, and then it'll take forever to say your names. It's like, who is on here? Hello to whoever is on here. My husband being a total annoyance. Hi, Abby. Hi, Cheryl. How's everybody's day going? Oh, we got 5 people on live. Hi, Tiffany. Let's see how many people we can get on. Hi, Brittany. Oh, we got 9 people. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm excited to talk to you guys tonight about social media do's and don'ts. Hey, Brittany. Brittany is the director who's going to be doing the next training on this same topic. So not this Thursday, but the following Thursday, she's going to be doing her own training on do's and don'ts of social media. Hi, Taylor. Hi. Oh, Brittany, yeah. I already said hi to you. Hi again, Brittany. Hi, Wendy. Good evening to everyone. Hi, Lori. Okay, oh, we got 13 people, yay. Hi, Bellin. Congratulations on your promotion to certified, Bellin, yay. Hi, Joe. Hi, Hannah. Oh, we're getting lots of people on live. I love it, love it, love it. So, you know, I was so mad earlier. I don't know if you saw me post about my fun nails, Christmas nails. I was on the phone with a potential recruit, and I'm coming in the house with bags of groceries. I'm on the phone, and the door leading in from the garage, well, there's obviously the door coming in the house from the garage, and then the door leading from, because you walk into the laundry room, so the door leading from the laundry room into the kitchen is one of those slider pocket doors. And so I'm trying to slide the door with the phone in one hand, groceries on this hand, and I broke my nail so low. You see that? It hurt so bad. It used to look like this one. Oh my gosh, I was so mad. And I tried, of course, not to like shout because I'm on the phone with a potential recruit. Oh, I'm so mad. It hurt really bad and broke really, really low. Don't you hate when that happens? The same day you get your nails done. Ah, so annoying. Hi, Christy. Hi, Robin. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Jacinda. Lots of people on. I love it. 21. Hi, Crystal. Okay, so without further ado, no more nail stories. I'm going to talk to you guys about the do's and don'ts of social media. Hi, Cindy. So I'm going to try to run through fairly quickly what I have here in case you guys have any questions at the end. These Facebook Live Thursdays, we try to keep them at 30 to 45 minutes, so it's not like crazy overwhelming and, you know, you feel like you spend all night on the computer. And we also don't want you to get like just bored and get distracted and then end up leaving. So we try to keep these very short, sweet, to the point. So hi, Christy. Hi, Jessica. And if you are a leader, make sure you tag your team members in this thread so they can either watch it live with us or come back and watch it later. All right, so I think it's better to always start with do's. So I'm going to start with the do's of social media. I have 21 do's. And I have 13 don'ts. All right, so first we're going to start with my do's of social media. And the very first one is, to me, I made it number 1 on purpose. The rest were kind of just as they came to me, but number 1 is number 1 for a reason. And this is always remain positive. Social media do number 1. Always, no matter what, I don't care what's going on in your life, I don't care. I've gone through some really difficult things in my life before, and social media was not a place I went to talk about it. So, number 1, when you own a business, always remain positive, period. No matter what's going on, whether you're having issues in your personal life or your professional life, don't use Facebook as a way to vent or complain. And this is why we have relationships with God. Talk to Him. Talk to your spouse. Talk to your mom. Talk to your sister. Talk to somebody. But don't use social media as a place to vent negativity or grossness. No one wants to scroll through their newsfeed and read that stuff. Because what you put on social media is either going to attract people to you and your business and what you do, or it's going to push them away. That's it. It's not one or the other. It's not, well, I can post about this annoying thing, or I can post about that annoying thing. That's not going to push people away or draw people in. It's just kind of neutral. There is no such thing as neutral. It's either hot or cold. It's either bad or good. So remember that. Stay positive. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, be a good social media friend. When it comes to social media, you've got to ensure that your customers, your hostesses, your potential recruits, all of those people, especially, that you are paying attention, that you're being a good Facebook friend. So your best customers, your best hostesses, people like that, you want to make sure that you are, I'm not really sure why that wouldn't be working. Are you on your computer or are you on your phone? So anyway, thank you. I love my hoodie too. Michelle Sanderson, American Hero Clothing. She's the best. So anyway, your best customers, your best hosts, make sure you're following them on social media. So like you get notifications and stuff when they post. So you can be a good Facebook friend. You know, if they're going through something, if they're like posting about something happening, good or bad in their life, make sure you comment. Don't just be a person who likes people's comments. Be a person who don't be a person who just likes people's statuses or things that people share that are important. Comment. Take the extra 2 seconds and comment. Being a good social media friend, especially to your customers and your hostesses, is really going to help you a lot as you're building your social media, presence, okay? So be a good friend. Pay close attention, especially to your team members, your customers, and your best hostesses. Don't just like stuff, comment. My number 3 do is I like to try, some days I fail, to do the 80-20 rule for my personal page. Okay, so 80% personal, 20% business is how I try to filter things as I'm posting stuff on my personal page. Now, business page is different, but my personal page, I try to do 80% personal, 20% business. So people don't get like feeling like all I ever do is post about my business. And when I do have those heavier days, hi Samantha, when I do have those heavier days where I'm posting a lot about Scentsy, like maybe we got a sale going on or something, on those days I really try to post, ensure that my posts about my business are super, super personalized, which we'll get to in a second. So 80-20, that'll help keep your personal page not overwhelming to people where they feel like all you do is post about your business. So number 4, use Facebook Live. This is one of the best, amazing, free marketing resources we have available to us. Like this book right here. Let's say that I just got this book in the mail and I can't wait to read it. Or let's say I just got this book in the mail and I just feel like it's so amazing. And there's this one little chapter that I feel like my Facebook friends would love. And so I want to read this paragraph. I think it's such an amazing inspirational quote and I just want to share it. Or let's say that I have these pins that are so cool. They have little eraser heads on the top and I like want to show people like, hey, these are pretty cool. Like your kids might really like these, or you might like this for your planner because there's an eraser head on the top and they're pins and they're gel and they're cool. Like use Facebook Live to share things that other people might find interesting. Like when I get not even just always business related, but sometimes personal too. Like as we purchase this home and we're decorating the home and things like that, when I get something in that I think, oh, this is so cool, I want to show this, like I'll go live and I'll just show people, even if it's like a 2-minute video and people don't even see my face because it's like 8 a.m. and I'm not about to be on camera. I still do it. I go live and I just show them the item. If I get an exciting delivery in and I want to show them a warmer that came that I think is so cool, or if I want to talk about this new scent that, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Every month, scent of the month, warmer of the month, There's so many instances where you can do Facebook Live. And the thing that's so cool about Facebook Live is when people are scrolling through their newsfeed, any of your live Facebook feeds will start automatically playing. So that really helps to catch people's attention. Anytime you can use Facebook Live, do it. And don't be afraid about what you look like. Don't be afraid about how you sound. Nobody likes how they look. Nobody likes how they sound. No matter how confident you may think I seem, I don't like the way I look on the computer. I don't like the way I look on camera, and I certainly don't like the way I sound. I feel like I sound like an airhead. So trust me, nobody likes the way they look or the way they sound. Just do it anyway, because other people are going to see it and they're not even going to notice your flaws. Certainly not like we do. We're our worst critics. People are going to see you and they're like, oh, that's cool. Or, oh, look at her working her business. Like, that's awesome. That's what people are going to think. I'm serious. The way you think when you see me or your upline or a friend of yours going live on Facebook talking about their business or whatever, that's the way other people are going to feel when they see you doing it. So just do it. And don't let your fears hold you back. Use Facebook Live. Seriously, it's amazing. Okay, number 5. Thank you guys for all the thumbs up and all the hearts. I love it. It's so good to know that you're like with me and participating. Stacy, Facebook Live is awesome and my mini assistant is a big helper. Everyone loves. Stacy, that is such a good point, and I'm so glad you said that. I definitely want to address that. Having kids involved in your Facebook Lives is really helpful too. Like, what a fun way to show how Scentsy is so family friendly. So Stacy, I'm really glad you said that. Totally true. Okay, so number 5, show people how Scentsy is enhancing your life. Now, this is something that we have to be careful about. The Direct Selling Association has very strict rules. You can't go on Facebook and be like, look at this boat. I just bought this boat thanks to Scentsy. Look at this Coach purse. I just bought this Coach purse. Thanks, Scentsy. That is against compliance. Not only against Scentsy compliance, but also against the Direct Selling Association rules. You must attach an income disclosure statement to any statement you make related to income. So whether that's, I made $5,000 this month with my Scentsy business, or I bought this $5,000 item, or I bought this $10 item, or my husband and I are out to dinner thanks to Scentsy. Anything related to any amount, whether spoken or hinted upon, that have to do with something you're doing because of your income from your Scentsy business, all you have to do is go to your workstation, go to the news tab, and type in income disclosure statement in the search bar. There you will get the income disclosure statement, and you can just copy and paste the link and then make that be the first comment. So like, let's say that you're like, oh my gosh, date night with hubby, kids are home with a sitter, thanks to my great Scentsy paycheck. You absolutely can say that. But the very first comment on it, you need to comment, copy and paste the income disclosure statement link. That's all you got to do. And then compliance can't touch you. You are in the clear. You're following the rules. So what I want to explain now is that this is a huge way for you to show people how Scentsy is enhancing your life. Every single good thing that comes about because of extra money from your Scentsy business, or because of just the emotional warm and fuzzies that come from our Scentsy business, you need to post about that kind of stuff. So if you're feeling something, if you're feeling like, like Belen, for example, oh my gosh, I just promoted to certified and I'm so excited. I'm so grateful for my customers and all of you for supporting me. I can't wait to get my first paycheck at 25%. I just got a raise. Like, you need to share when you're feeling those emotions, because other people are going to see that and find that to be inspiring and exciting. Thanks, Samantha. Yep. And look at the sleeve. Isn't that cool? I have this in 2 colors. I love this hoodie. I have it in like the bright, like lime green, and then in the hood is like a yellow, like a bright yellow. Yeah, I love this, and I love the thumb holes. Michelle Sanderson, American Hero Clothing, she's the best. Guess what? Speaking of that, today I worked with Michelle Sanderson on our 2017 group design. Every year, as a Sunshine State Superstar, we have a group shirt design that everyone in our group can buy if they want to. And we wear it to world premiere, and we also wear it to reunion on team day. At reunion, we have a special day called team day where we all wear our team pride stuff. So we do one design for the whole group, and then on the back of our shirt is all of our teams. So gosh, there's 12 of them now, and they're all listed on the back of our shirt. So super, super cool. But anyway, I was just thinking of sharing my promotion. I just wanted to make the wording. Yeah, perfect. Absolutely. All right, so showing how Scentsy is enhancing your life. Anything in your life that's positive, whether it's emotional, financial, shout it out on social media. And if it's financial related, make sure that you attach that income disclosure statement in the comments. Just copy and paste it, and then you're covered and you're safe. Okay, so number 6, show how you're using Scentsy products. Like I was just talking with Samantha earlier. Samantha actually is not a consultant yet. She is strongly considering joining our team. And Samantha was talking about how she uses CounterClean and how she uses it when she's cleaning out her cat litter box tray, how she sprays the inside of that, keeping it fresh and things like that. And there's just so many different ways that you can use our products. And so how fun is it to just snap a picture while you're doing something? On social media, it is absolutely a do to show how you are using Scentsy products in your day-to-day life, whether your kids are using them. You know, if your kid's backpack is sitting next to you in the car and there's an adorable buddy clip just sitting there smiling at you, snap a picture of it and be like, it makes my heart so happy to see, you know, her backpack with that, you know, Stella the Unicorn buddy clip on it, you know? Like, show Scentsy in your real life day-to-day. That's going to connect with people so much, okay? So do number 7. Determine your brand and use social media to develop that brand. Now, when I say your brand, what do you guys think I mean? Do you think, is it okay to post for someone to enjoy their 5% bonus when they hit 2,000? Yeah, absolutely that is. Absolutely that is. I would still say attach that income disclosure statement though, just to cover all your ducks in a row. Kitchen Soap cleans beauty blenders and makeup brushes. Ooh, that's cool. Samantha, you know so much. Okay, so when I'm talking about your brand, what do you think I mean? Do you think I mean Scentsy? Do you think that I mean Scentsy is our brand? Who thinks yes? When I say your brand, do you think I mean you are your brand? Who thinks that? Give me some hearts or some thumbs up if you think that's what I mean. Do you think I mean you and me? We're our brand. Let's see. Oh, I'm seeing some thumbs up coming. Yes, that's right. You yourself are your brand. Scentsy's not your brand. Scentsy's what you sell, but you create your own unique brand and identity. Exactly right, Brittany and Jessica. You create your own brand and identity as a Scentsy consultant. You are unique. You are individual. So show that in your business. Like how I market my business is very different than like Shelby, for example. Shelby has a big family, or Danny. Danny's got 2 young children. You know, the way I market my business and my brand is very different than Danny. Danny is her brand name that she has given herself is is Blue Cottage Mommy. So that is very different than my own. I don't actually have a name for mine. I just call myself Katie Farner, your favorite Scentsy consultant. I don't know. That's just what I do. That's what I say every time I start a video. So find out how you want to represent yourself. What do you want to be known as? How do you want, when people shop with you, when people talk to you, it's an experience. So what experience do you want them to have? What are things you want them to take away? What do you want them to feel when they interact with you? How do you want your customers to feel appreciated? Think about these things and then make sure that your brand is reflecting that. Think about how you use Scentsy in your life and the kind of people that you're mainly probably going to be attracting, and really amp up that brand, because who you are really determines a lot of who you're attracting, which is another reason why always remaining positive is rule number 1. Because if you're a negative Nelly, who do you think you're going to be attracting? Not positive beacons of light. You're going to be attracting other negative Nellies. So two messages there in one. Develop your brand and use social media as a platform, a free platform to develop that brand. All right, social media do number 8. Facebook is for storytelling. So a lot of this is about Facebook, but I am going to talk a little bit about Instagram too. So Facebook is absolutely for storytelling. Going Facebook Live. It's for just showing, utilizing a lot of words and things like that to explain. Sorry, I'm probably like turning my neck really weird. I have this weird crink in my neck. My dogs keep jumping at the door, and so it keeps creaking. And I'm like, what is happening? I just don't want them to come in here and be annoying. Facebook is absolutely for storytelling, for helping people to experience your life through story. Now, when I say storytelling, I don't mean paragraphs. When I say storytelling, I mean just sharing your life. And one tip as we're talking about storytelling is anything you can do to prevent a post from exceeding the window that you have without having to click show more, you really want to try to do. There's times like today I posted something actually that you have to click show more to see the whole thing. But for the most part, I really try to avoid posting something that's so long to where people have to click show more. Because let's face it, most often people don't click show more. You feel me? I'm sure you know. I'm sure you do it. So unless people are really interested, they won't usually click show more. So really try to keep it short in your storytelling. Okay, Instagram. This is do number 9. Instagram is for beautiful photographs. So like when you take a picture of a gorgeous warmer, or when you see a picture of a diffuser, or when you make a little seasonal vignette and you want to show that. Instagram is very much for photograph storytelling, just really displaying gorgeous, gorgeous photos. I was just thinking earlier, I don't want people to have to click to show more. Yeah, see, it's true. Okay, so number 10, ask opinions whenever possible. This is something else Sam and I were talking about earlier. People love giving their opinions. I try as much as possible to incorporate opinions, whether it's personal posts or business posts. So whether it's the 80% personal or the 20% business, like for example, let's say that I'm debating on getting a new warmer. Let me backtrack. With these 20% posts that are business, even if, I'm not saying you should lie, that's not what I'm saying, but it's important that when you're doing your business posts, because I was about to say, my brain is like wandering here. I was about to say, for example, let's say that I've got 2 warmers that I'm debating on putting in my guest bathroom. I would post that on social media and say, hey, here's my bathroom, which warmer would look best? That's an example of an interactive post where people can give their opinions. You always want to ask people's opinions. Now, that post could be taken one of 2 ways. It could be taken in a personal way, or it could be taken business. It really would work for either. And those are the kind of posts that I really like to try to post a lot of, because then that kind of blurs the line between personal and business. And that is always a win-win. That also helps you with 80% personal, 20% business, kind of blending those lines, if that makes sense. That's how I was trying to explain that. Okay, so ask opinions whenever possible, even personal stuff. Like if you're debating between 2 dresses to wear to this event, or if you want advice on a couple different, books or whatever. Anytime you can ask opinions, even if you don't really care, even if you've already made up your mind and you're like, I'm totally going with this book over here, it's still of benefit to you to post both the books and be like, hey, which book, have you read either of these books? Which one would you say I should read next? Anytime you can ask people for their opinions, do it. You know what they say about opinions. People love to give them. Okay, so social media do number 11. Post about Scentsy specials. Hi, Danny. There are so many incredible specials that we're offering. In fact, right now we have some huge December specials. So post consistently about Scentsy specials. Even the buy 5 get 1 free is an awesome deal, and a lot of people forget about it. Gosh, how many times do you have customers shop your PWS and they just buy bars, and then you're like, oh my gosh, you bought like 8 bars. You could have bought 5 and got 1 free. I could have upsold you to 2 6-packs, really. It's the worst. So make sure that you're posting Scentsy specials. There are so many specials that we can take advantage of. I mean, gosh, 6 bars, 2 night lights for $60. That means one of those night lights is $10. That's a good deal, a 50% off item. That's a good deal. Our specials are really good. I hate when, I shouldn't say I hate. We should never say we hate. I don't like seeing people doing specials all year long, especially during busy season. We shouldn't have to do personal specials, people. If you truly understand the combine and save deals and you market those combine and save deals, you will sell them. You don't have to do the 10 bars for 35 and all this crap. You have amazing combine and save deals that Scentsy has given you to market, to give your customers a good deal. So just utilize those specials, and I promise you, you won't have to. I mean, so many different things you can do. And right now, of course, we have those amazing December specials. So post about Scentsy specials consistently. All right, do number 12. Shout out team successes. There are so many things that you can do that are going to positively attract people to your business. And one of them is shout out team successes. That's when one of my frontline promotes to a new title, or when one of my frontline earns shooting star or sensational start, I give them a shout out on social media, and I will make it my own personal status and tag them. This is a good thing for 2 reasons. 1, it helps her business. 2, it helps mine. People that are watching me see, oh, Katie's helping someone else succeed. Oh, look, someone else is succeeding. Oh, look, that person's doing well. And when other people see that, they think, she's helping all these other people do this. I bet I can do this. The smallest things that you wouldn't think are going to inspire other people to join your team will, I promise you. So shout out your team members' successes. It's a win for them and a win for you. Shout out your own successes is number 13. It's a lot of people get uncomfortable with this and they feel like, oh, I don't want to be bragging. It's not bragging. I'm not saying every single day you should be like, I'm amazing. Look what I just did. Oof, I wake up and I just pee excellence. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is when something good happens, share it. Like when you get a piece of fun mail from Scentsy or from your upline, post a picture of it on Facebook. When you accomplish a goal like that you've set, post about that on Facebook. People want to see, thanks for all the laughs. People want to see positive, wonderful things. People don't want to scroll through their newsfeed and see a bunch of negative crap. So don't think for 1 second that what you're posting is going to be annoying, because it's a positive thing. Positive things are not annoying. If they're annoying to people, then that means they're a negative person. And well, there's nothing you can really do about that. So, okay, so, all right, number 14, make all Facebook parties public. This is an important social media tip. When you go to create a Facebook party, automatically, Facebook is so sneaky, automatically they make it a private event. No. We don't want them private. We want them public. Why? Because when we go live in there, all of our friends get a notification that we're live, even though it's inside a Facebook event. If it's a public Facebook event, our friends will get a notification that we're live. So if you're doing a Facebook party for Jessica Johnson, you want to create the Facebook party yourself. Make it public, and then you're in control of what the Facebook party looks like, what the description is, yada, yada, yada. Not the hostess who doesn't know anything about Scentsy or whatever. You are in control of making it a good-looking event. And then when you go live in there, your customers will see it too. Who knows what that might turn into? That might turn into someone saying, her Facebook parties look fun. I want to do a Facebook party with her. Or, I want that diffuser she showed in that Facebook party. I'm going to message her. You never know what'll come of it. I can't tell you how many times I've had my own customers go into a Facebook party that I'm doing for someone they don't even know and place an order under that party just because they started watching me in the Facebook Live and they weren't connected to my host in any way. It's happened at least 6 or 7 times in the last 6 months. It really does happen, which is shocking but true. Okay, so number 15, join groups based on your hobbies, your lifestyle, or interests, and make friends in these groups. I've joined Facebook groups for people who have dachshunds, because I have 2 dachshunds. I've joined Facebook groups for people who have pit bulls, because I have pit bulls. I've joined Facebook groups for people who love monogramming, because I love monogramming. I've joined Facebook groups for people who love Jeep Grand Cherokees because I drive a Jeep Grand Cherokee. There are so many Facebook groups out there that you don't even have an inkling are there. So it's helpful for you through the social media world to make new connections, right? One of the easiest way to make new connections is by befriending someone who has a hobby or interest similar to yours. So spend some time, go through Facebook, think about what are my hobbies, what do I like, what are my interests, what are my kids' interests, and start just searching for groups. If you like to scrapbook, go to the Facebook search bar and type in scrapbooking and see what comes up. Request to join some pages. And then when you're added to a page, comment in there and say, hey, I'm such and such. If it's a page about your dog, post a picture of your dog and say, hi, I'm such and such. Thanks for the ad. Here's my little doggies, or here's my kids, or here's my latest scrapbooking page I did, or whatever. Introduce yourself and just share a little bit about yourself. 100% not business related at all, just friendly. Anyone who comments, send them a friend request, interact with them. Just truly make connections for friendship's sake. And then once they're your Facebook friends, they're going to start to see what you do and things like that. Try to interact with people in these groups as much as possible and really just establish some friendships. And then organically, they can turn to more. Okay, so number 16, join resale pages and buy and sell from time to time. There has not been not one time that I have bought something or sold something on a resale page and not gotten a new customer out of it. I swear to you, either a new customer or even a team member I've gotten. So whether you're buying something on a resale page or you're selling something on a resale page, if you're selling something and you scope that person out and you're trustworthy, have them come to your home to pick up your things because, hello, your house smells amazing. It's staged for Scentsy. If you're meeting them somewhere because you're buying something from them or you're just not comfortable with having people to your home that you don't know, bring them a little Scentsy goodie baggie with some samples and things like that. It is one of my favorite ways to find new customers. So here's the thing. People are always asking, how do I find new customers? How do I find new customers? And it's so second nature to me and so easy that sometimes it's difficult to even explain it to people because it is just 100% part of my life. Like I incorporate Scentsy every day in my life. And it's not difficult to find customers when you do that. Who can attest? This is true. Raise the roof. Let me know. Give me some hearts. It's just true. Like you got to talk about it. If you don't talk about it, people aren't going to know. People aren't going to be like, I psychically sense that this girl sells Scentsy. She smells oddly good. She must sell Scentsy. They don't know unless you tell them. You got to make it part of your life. And then it's just easy to find customers. All right, let's see. This is one that some of you might not like, but it's a good one. Create a YouTube channel and upload videos. Dun, dun, dun. That's right, I said it. No, seriously. YouTube has been one of the single greatest things I have ever done for my business. And the thing about YouTube is there's room for everyone. It's not just, well, Katie Farner, Christina Stainbrook, and Edie Ann are on there and they're making tons of videos and there's no room for me. That's not true. Because people that want to join with Edie don't want to join with me. People that want to join with Christina don't want to join with Edie, and so on and so forth. Like, we all have different personalities, and we attract different people. But that's how Belen found me. That's how Samantha found me. It's how a ton of my recruits find me. And it's how customers find me, too. Like, Samantha's been my customer for like 6 months now. So my point is, YouTube is a huge free resource. I don't care if you think you look bad or you think you sound bad or you don't think you know enough. If you go back to my YouTube channel and look at my very first videos, they are nothing like they are today. I don't sound like I do. I'm not confident like I am now. We all start somewhere, but you just have to start. You have to start somewhere. So, start by just doing the warmer of the month or the scent of the month every month. That's basically where I started, really. And go from there. How do you get your YouTube channel seen? I share it like when you make a video, you want to come to your personal Facebook page and you want to share the video. And then you can track how many views it has and things like that. So that's really all I do is just share it on social media and try to make good content and hope people watch it. I actually don't pay for YouTube ads. I have paid for my business page ads on Facebook, my Facebook business page ads. I have paid for those, but I've never paid for any YouTube ads. So I just really focus on trying to make my content good and hope people watch it. And I try to include Scentsy in the description always if I can. It's another little tip. All right, so maybe you have time issues. Maybe you're listening to all this stuff and you're thinking, oh, good Lord, I don't have enough time for that. I work 40 hours a week and I have 5 kids and how can I do all this stuff? One of my favorite things for people who have time issues is using apps like oh my gosh, I can't talk. Cinch Share. Oh my gosh, I promise I haven't been drinking. Cinch Share. I can't say it right. CINCH Share. That is one of many apps where you can schedule posts. So like, thanks for laughing at me. I'm gonna go cry now. I'm just kidding. You can schedule your posts. So say like Sunday night is like the best night for you. So Sunday night, pull up Cinch. You know what I'm talking about. Pull up Cinch. Oh my God. I promise I have not been drinking. Yes, thank you for spelling it out. For some reason, I can't say it. I've said it a million times before. For some reason, it's just not working today. But yes, you can schedule all of your posts for the whole week, making it so easy for you. So you got 30 minutes on Sunday night? Okay, awesome. Sit down, schedule all of your posts, think about it all at that time. I'm a mom of 3 boys under the age of 5, photographer, wife, etc., and I find time. That's right. The truth is, we can always find time for the things that are priorities. We really, really will. We make time for what is a priority to us. So if your business is not a priority, you'll find that you're not making time for it. If your business is a priority, you absolutely will make time for it. It's just the truth. Number 19, use apps like WordSwag. See, I can say these fine. WordSwag or Rana Designs, or those are Apple. WordSwag, Rana Designs are my 2 favorite for Apple iPhone users. Or PicMonkey is one for Android users to add your PWS to images. So let's say that the cover of this book, let's say that this is an image. I got it from Scentsy's website, from the marketing tab, where there's tons of amazing images. I got it from the marketing tab, and I just go to Facebook and post it. No, I go to Facebook first, I go to WordSwag, and I add my PWS URL right here at the top. Save it to my camera. Then I go to Facebook and I upload it. I've got this beautiful marketing photo from Scentsy with my website URL right there. So use apps like WordSwag, Rana Designs, or PicMonkey to add your PWS URL to images. Number 20, you ask your customers to tag you in a photo of their new warmer because you do a monthly drawing. So I've shared the postcard image here in our team Facebook page. Stephanie Malbro gave it to me for us all to use. And on that image, speaking of which, why is it taking so long for that order to come in from Vistaprint? I need to check on that. I ordered them in a postcard format, but you don't have to do that. You could just print it off on printer paper if you wanted to and put it in the bags. But I ordered them on postcard. I order them as postcards. But it just basically says, I've got it, thank you for your order. I hope you love your new Scentsy products. When you get your new warmer home, plug it in, turn it on, and then post a picture on Facebook and tag me to be entered into my monthly drawing. So every single month, I do a drawing, and I change what it's for. Often it's just for a bar of the scent of the month. I pick one winner of all the people who posted a photo and tagged me on Facebook. Why do I want people to do that, do you think? Well, their friends see it, and my friends see it. And it's a real life photo of a warmer in someone's home. Oftentimes they stage it, and it looks really pretty. Just 3 weeks ago, I got a new customer. My next door neighbor, Brooke, that lives right over there, she purchased no, it doesn't replace thank you notes. No, I'm still using my thank you notes because my thank you notes, it's a recruiting and a joining thing on one side, and they're all personalized. It has my photos all over it. I'm sure I've showed you guys before. It works, that one works as a business opportunity plug and a hosting plug. I'll show it to you. So anyway, yes, so then oh yeah, Brooke, my next door neighbor, she lives right behind me over here. She posted a photo of her Chasing Fireflies warmer and tagged me. And do you know that same exact night, one of her friends commented on it saying how much she loves mason jars. She ended up wanting one. Of course, I reached out to her, whatever, and sent her a friend request and stuff, and she ended up wanting one. So from my inventory, I sold her a Chasing Fireflies warmer and 6 bars. So because that tag resulted in an order, I went ahead and just gave her a small container of washer whiffs as a thank you. I just walked over and gave it to her and said, thank you so much. You know, your referral, you referred me a customer, and I got a $60 order out of it. So that was amazing. So this is my point. My point is you never know what's going to happen. So ask your customers to tag you in photos when they get their new warmers. So this is my actual thank you card, and I designed this on Vistaprint. I just literally put photo cells up here and then uploaded photos. So this is from the last top 100 trip that we did. I was a top 100 earner once before. I went on a trip to Greece, 5 days in Athens, 5 days in Mykonos. This is in Athens. This is in Athens. Mykonos. So that was just one of my favorite trips of all time. Like, it was incredible. And of course, all expenses paid because it's Scentsy. They don't say, oh, you can earn a trip, but you got to pay for your airfare or you got to pay for your food or whatever. No, Scentsy pays for every last thing. You do not pay for one thing on a Scentsy trip. Except, well, I mean, you can choose to use your food money for alcohol, but, they don't give you like money per se for alcohol, and they don't provide alcohol because they're LDS. So anyway, on the back of the postcard, you can see I have a business opportunity plug just talking about my Scentsy story and how I want to help them start their own Scentsy story. And then on the front, this is where I said she earned blank and free product and blank half off items. You can too. So this is a this is a hostess. Why am I drawing a blank? This is a hosting plug and this is a recruiting plug. So yes, this is all I put in there. And then my magnets from Vistaprint. I use business card magnets. I don't think I have any in here. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm not going to carry the camera this time. Here's my magnets, also from Vistaprint. So one of these goes in, one of these goes in their bag too. So they get this. They get the other postcard saying, please tag me on social media. And then they get this. They're just business card magnets. So I can mail them too for people who make PWS orders. I can mail this in their thank you card. And this is a Vistaprint template. So all I did was just plug in these words. This was all exactly like this. And I just picked my font and my colors. So it says time to reorder, all my contact information, and then of course a photo. I try to include a photo every time possible. Not because I think I'm just so beautiful, but because people remember faces more than they remember names. And this is a relationship business. So they got to see my face and think, oh, I want to reorder from her. She was so sweet. All right. So ask your customers to tag you. Tip number 21, the last social media do is look for opportunities while scrolling your news feed. Don't just waste your time on social media, guys. Look for opportunities. People are always complaining about money. People are always complaining about like house issues and just like feeling stuck in the house and needing something to do. I mean, you can't scroll 10 posts down your news feed without seeing someone who needs Scentsy. If you actually really start filtering every post you read, every status you read on Facebook, if you actually start filtering through them and thinking, is this person posting anything about a financial need or an emotional need that Scentsy can fill? If you actually start scanning Facebook, thinking about posts like that, I promise you, you're going to see opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to offer the business opportunity to people. Let's say you're scrolling through your newsfeed. Somebody's posting about their washing machine just broke and they got to buy a new washer. How often do you see stuff like that? All the time. So send that person a private message and say, gosh, I am so sorry to see that your washer broke. Oh my gosh, you must be so, frustrated or whatever. Just start a conversation about it, right? And then they're going to respond. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I mean, the worst timing. Jason's birthday's next week and, oh, blah, 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 whatever. And you can say, I know this isn't going to help you right in this instance, but this is why I love my Scentsy business, because I have been able to create a little savings account for these kind of situations. When stuff happens, I know that I've created more of a cushion for myself. And I also could offer you a fundraiser. We could set you up a little Scentsy fundraiser too, if you want to do something like that. I could donate my commission to you for anybody who makes purchases with me. Something like that. So you can offer two things to someone who's struggling financially because their dishwasher broke or their washing machine or whatever I said. You can offer them a fundraiser and you can offer them the business opportunity. So in the future, they can be more comfortable when stuff like this happens. And you might be thinking, oh, I don't want to do that. That seems so pushy. How is it a pushy thing to offer someone something that they need? It's like if someone needed a kidney and you message them and you were like, hey, I'm so sorry to hear that you need a kidney. I have an extra one if you'd like. Is that pushy? No. You're offering someone money, and that's what they need. So stop overthinking it. Offer people what they need. If they're showing you that they have a financial need, show them a solution. That's all I'm saying. That's not pushy. That's helping other people. Let's say that you're scrolling through your news feed and someone's posting about living in a new town and just feeling really lonely and whatever. That's a perfect person to offer the business opportunity to for the emotional reasons, right? So you could send them a message and be like, hey, I'm so sorry to hear you're having a hard time, in your new town. If you ever want to talk, I'm here. I know it can be difficult adjusting in a new place. Start that kind of a conversation up. That's exactly right, Samantha. And then she'll respond or he'll respond or whatever. Interact with them a little bit and say, that's one of the things I love about my Scentsy business is I've really formed a lot of friendships. Even though a lot of them are over social media, they're people that are there for me all the time. So if you're ever looking for something like that to be a part of, it really is like a family. And at the same time, I'm bringing extra income into my house, which makes me feel so good, contributing that to my family. So if you ever, want to talk more about that too, I'd be happy to talk to you more about how this could, give you something to focus on and something to enjoy. Just like that. I mean, it's just off the top of my head. But my point is, as you're scrolling through Facebook, don't waste that time. Search for people in need. And I'm telling you, if you start using this filter, you're going to be like, wow, the opportunity is everywhere to offer the business opportunity. Hopefully I didn't lose you guys on that one. I know it might be scary, but we need to do it. People need what we have. And like I posted earlier, you never know whose life you're going to change when you offer them this. You never, ever, ever know. All right, so those are my 21 social media do's. Now let's talk about my 13 social media don'ts. And I'm going to run through these really quick because I have gone way over on my time. Why am I always so long-winded? Oh my gosh. All right, don'ts. Number 1, avoid controversial topics. Just like we got to stay positive, we got to avoid controversial topics. I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about anything controversial. Just the other day, one of my friends sent me a screenshot of a customer who is no longer her customer because she could tell that by some of her social media posts, she voted for X person and she can't believe that this woman would vote for X person and she wants to unenroll from her newsletter and all of this stuff. I'm not making this up. My point, you can't be posting about controversial topics on the same page that you're posting about your career or your business. You just can't. So talk to other people about these controversial topics, but don't go on Facebook and do it. Don't. That is a huge don't. And that is number 1 for a reason. I have seen people lose customers over that. I have seen people fight with their own team members over that. So don't post controversial stuff, period. Just don't do it. Avoid it like the plague. All right, number 2, don't add people to your page without their knowledge. Really simple. It pisses people off. Don't do it. If you're going to create a business page, make it one that people have to like, and you share it and you ask people to like it. Don't ever add people to a group for your business without asking them. It pisses people off. Plain and simple. Number 3, avoid frequently using stock images. Say this is a Scentsy image. Don't make the only things you ever post about Scentsy a Scentsy image, and then another Scentsy image, and then another Scentsy image, and then another Scentsy image. You've got to be building your brand and creating your own unique presence. That's why I was saying earlier, do things like posting pictures of how you're using Scentsy in your daily life. Things like that. Don't just keep doing nothing but posting stock images from Scentsy. Two of my favorite resources to find beautiful images to post. Coming here to our Facebook page, clicking photos, and just scrolling the photos. More recently, I started working on creating albums, so things are a little more organized. So you can even go photos, albums, and look at some of those albums. Can we ask people to like our business? No, that is considered a personal special. You can say that in a private message, but you can't post that publicly on Facebook, which we'll get to in a second. My 2 favorite resources to find beautiful photos, besides our Facebook photos section here in our team page, is Instagram and Google Images. If you just go to Instagram and you search in the Instagram search page, #Scentsy, you're going to see tons of beautiful images you can save. Google, just click on Google Images, search Scentsy, or search a specific warmer, Scentsy Hoot, Scentsy Make a Scene, and you'll find tons of beautiful images. Pinterest as well. I don't really use Pinterest because I feel like it's like a black hole I can never get out of. But yes, Pinterest is a good one. And then, like I said before, add your website URL. Don't grab others that the consultant already has her URL on it, unless you can crop it off, because you don't want to be posting other people's website URL. Number 4, social media don'ts. Don't post photos or lists of personal stock. That is 100% out of compliance. You cannot be like, guess what? I have Hoot and 17 bars and da-da-da-da-da-da. If you want to come by and shop, I'll be home on Saturday. You cannot post that. You're not allowed to post lists or photographs of personal stock. That's why you may notice when I'm doing vendor events, I don't ever post photos of my setup. I'll post photos of my setup in here so you guys can get ideas, but I never post photos of my display tables. Trust me, I wish I could, but I can't. It's out of compliance. What I can do is post photos of what's considered a display, which is no more than 10 items. That's considered a display. So if you've got 15 items on your table, that is considered inventory. You're not allowed to post it. Less than 10 items is a display. So another social media don't. Don't post any details of personal specials. I said before, post Scentsy specials all day long. Personal specials would be sign up for my newsletter and get an entry in drawing. A personal special would be 10 bars for $35. A personal special would be book a party with me and get a free nightlight. A personal special would be place an order of $25 and get a free scent circle. Anything at all where you're asking someone to do something and you're giving them a gift in return is a personal special. So run it through that filter in your head. Am I asking someone to do something and in return they're getting something? None of that can be done. All that can be done in private message, text message, phone call, email, at a party, just not on social media, not in a public forum, okay? Don't be afraid to be real and put yourself out there. Like, I challenge people all the time, especially our up-and-coming leaders, to go live on Facebook and share, why am I selling Scentsy, or how is Scentsy changing my life, in a real live video. This kind of stuff is important, to be vulnerable and show people truly, really, why Scentsy is helping you, why Scentsy is helping your family, why you've decided to give it a go, things like that. So I really want you to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to be real. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there in video format, in photo format. Don't be afraid. Number 7, don't just copy and paste all the time and lose your personality. I can't tell you how many times I'm scrolling my news feed and I see the same exact thing over and over and over and over. Let me tell you, there are some days that I'm really busy and I'm like, that's a good post. I'm going to copy and paste that and I'm going to use that. There are some days that I do that. However, it's rare. The more common thing you'll see is that I'm doing my own posts. I'm creating my own thoughts. That's why, like, in our team page, all the time, you'll see I post. I come in here and I post. 2 posts today. It's an option for you. If you're in a hurry and you don't have time to post something and get creative, copy and paste mine and use it. Do that a couple times a week. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I am saying you don't want that to be all you ever post. Is someone else's wording, someone else's, people can tell it's not you. So don't lose your personality and just copy and paste other people's things all the time. It is definitely something that is nice to do when you are in a hurry or busy. Trust me, I do it, but I don't do it all the time. Don't post at odd hours. Really think about prime time for social media. One of the most prime times for social media is in the morning and at night. Middle of the day is kind of meh. In the evenings, like right now, this is prime time. Prime time. Evenings and mornings. So don't post at odd hours. And don't think because you post something once, this is tip number 9, don't think you post something once, you didn't get a bite, and so you never try it again. That is the most annoying thing. Like, I hate when people say, oh yeah, I tried that, it didn't work. Well, how many times did you try it? 1. Okay. Do you know that when you post something, you can post it now, you can post it 2 hours from now, you can post it 2 hours from then, and then 2 hours from then, and then 2 hours from then, and every single time, someone different is going to see it. There are so many people on Facebook, and they're on Facebook at different times. They have different amounts of friends. Their news feed is, everyone's news feed is going to be different. So don't just post something once, think it didn't work, and never post it again. Things are you got to consistently do stuff. You can't just try it once, okay? So that is don't. That is a definite don't. Don't share other people's posts. This is one of the worst things you can do is you go to Facebook and you see, oh, Katie posted something that I want my customers to know about. Let me share her post that has her wording and her website URL in it. I'm going to share that on my wall to save time. Do you know what that does? That makes me look like the professional, and you don't look like the professional. And guess what? If somebody wants it, my website URL is right there. Your website URL isn't even there. Half the time people will share it and not even say any words and just share my post. Thanks for the free marketing, I guess. It is worth the 3 seconds to copy and paste my words and save my image and then post it on your own than it is to click share. Don't ever. That is one of the biggest don'ts I think I could possibly say right now is don't share other consultants' posts. Copy and paste. Fine, copy and paste it, but do not share it because you're sending customers to that person is what you're doing. So don't do that. Yes, and I definitely said that earlier. You've got to schedule your posts if you're busy and you want to get that out of the way. Okay, 3 more don'ts, and then we're done. Number 11, don't use images with other consultants' PWS on them instead of copying and pasting. Instead, copy and paste. Use images with other consultants. I put 2 thoughts into one here. Okay, so number 11 is don't use images with other consultants' PWS on them, which we kind of already covered. But like if you go to Google, find a cool image that's got another consultant's URL on it, you don't want to use that. So don't ever use images with other consultants' PWS on them. Number 12, don't put your website URL in the description. Instead, put it on the photo because Facebook is trained to find business posts and hide them because they want you to pay to market your business. So if you copy and paste a link to a website in your description, that is going to be flagged much more easily than if you write your words, try to be a little creative with your wording so it doesn't sound businessy, And then on the photo, you have your website URL instead of in the description. It's even better for you to copy and paste your website URL link in the comments than it is to have it in the description. So that's number 12. Number 13, don't ever speak negatively of your company, our products, your team, your customers, your hosts, or anything related to your business whatsoever. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that you're a new consultant and you're getting started and you're frustrated because no one's booking parties with you. Do not turn to social media and say, nobody's booking a party with me. It's so frustrating because I've done parties with my friends and now nobody's doing parties with me. Whatever. See if I do a party for you. I'm almost direct quoting here. I have seen posts like that plenty of times in my 7-year career. One of the worst things you can do for your business is speak negatively of your company, our products, your friends, your customers, your hosts, anything related to your business whatsoever. If there was someone watching you thinking about joining your team and they read that post, they certainly are not going to be thinking about joining your team anymore because they are going to think, well, if she can't find hosts, I won't be able to find hosts. So don't ever speak negatively of your company or products, anything having to do with your business, because all you're going to do is turn people off and turn people away. Don't, number 13, this is the final one, don't get caught up in Facebook trolling. It can be a time sucker. We have to prioritize our time and do income producing activities. Facebook has many things about it that can be income producing activities, but it also can be a huge time sucker. So don't get caught up in the time sucker aspects of Facebook. All right, so I'm so sorry. I went way long. It's been a full hour. I'm so long-winded, guys. It's awful. I'm sorry. Hopefully you found this very valuable. I know I shared a lot of do's and don'ts. Any questions that you guys want to ask me before I hop off of here? Again, I'm so sorry I went so long. I'm like, oh, this will be 30 minutes. Yeah, right. Nothing I ever do is 30 minutes. But you guys love me anyway, right? Thank God. Time sucker. Yeah, it really can be a huge time sucker. Thank you so much. So helpful. I'm so glad. And I just want to say how proud of you guys I am too. I mean, holy cow, our best November ever. So many promotions, a star director, more directors, like 5 superstar consultant promotions. I mean, we had so many amazing promotions. It was phenomenal. So proud of you guys. How do you deal with people who sell other products that you're not interested in purchasing? How do you deal with people who sell other products that you're not interested in? I'm not really sure what you mean. What's trolling? I don't know. Did I make that word up? Isn't trolling a word? Like trolling, like scrolling, trolling. Isn't that like a word? I don't know. Maybe I made it up. I have got to learn to put myself out there because I'm such a private person. I know. And my husband is a very private person, especially, well, he's very private regarding social media. And so we're very different. And so like he'll see things and he'll be like, why did you post that? I'm like, he just doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. This is a relationship business and people can't have relationships with us if we don't share anything. And like, I'm not saying I share really deep personal stuff. That's not what I'm saying. But I really share my life on social media. I really try to share my life. There's some days where I don't post anything on Facebook. I'm like, God, I didn't post one thing today. That sucks. And then there's some days where I'll post like 7 things. So some days are better than others. But I really try to share my life on Facebook and what I'm doing, what I'm up to, and just who I am. And who I am is a Scentsy obsessed girl. I have got to learn to put myself on there. Thank you, Katie. I love hearing all the great info. We'll replay what I missed earlier. Funny, my husband says the same thing about stuff I post, yeah. I think it's just men being protective too, and especially because my husband's a law enforcement officer, you know? So, other DS products that people sell that you may not be interested in purchasing, but you feel guilty because they purchased from you. I have lots of customers that sell, like, I have customers that sell Younique. One of my best customers, her name is Tara. She sells Younique, and I've bought Younique from her once. Haven't bought it again. I bought a foundation, and I, just honestly told her that I didn't really like it. My skin was way too dry for it, and that's it. Tons of my customers sell, I've got customers who sell Pampered Chef. I've got customers who sell, tons of customers that sell Younique, tons of customers that sell, LuLaRoe, and here's the thing: if they want Scentsy, they can buy Scentsy. But just because they buy Scentsy doesn't mean that I have to purchase from them. And what I usually will do if they're like, well, hey, if you need any LuLaRoe, I'll say, well, I actually have a LuLaRoe consultant that I, swap events with. She gives me leads, I give her leads, but if that relationship ever fizzles out, I'll be sure to come to you. So that's what I usually do to get out of it, is I'll usually say that I've got another person that's like my person for that company. So that helps. But another thing is I never party swap. I refuse to party swap. I think that is a risky business. I don't want to be hosting parties all the time for other direct sales companies, because then the waters get muddy and people that are scrolling through Facebook see my name and see Origami Owl, or see my name and LuLaRoe and think, Katie sells LuLaRoe too. Like, they're not paying attention. They're just quickly scrolling. They see Katie and LuLaRoe and they think, oh, Katie's selling LuLaRoe. No, I don't want to muddy the waters whatsoever. So I do not host direct sale. I don't host party for other DSA companies. And when people ask me, I say, I'm so sorry. But I just have a strict policy that I won't host parties for other DSA companies. I just won't. I don't want to muddy the waters. Yeah, my daughter buys Scentsy from me all the time, but I have never bought Jamboree from her. Oh, I'm such a bad mom. I would always rather support a small business than buy big box stores. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's really good to buy from other people. If you want the product, if you use the product, buy it. Absolutely. But if I don't want the product, I'm not going to be forced to buy it just because they bought Scentsy from me. Sorry. If you like my product, that's awesome. Doesn't mean I have to like yours, So that's just my honest input. I really hardly ever deal with it. But when I do, I'm like, I have, a Jamberry girl. She refers me things. I refer her things. So I really can't, mess up that relationship or whatever. So anyway, guys, well, thank you so much for joining me tonight. We had up to 30 something people live at one point. So that's awesome. Thanks for spending your Thursday night with me. And, we every other Thursday. So at the top photo here on our group page, you can see the next Thursday date. It's not next Thursday, but the following. And Director Brittany Lucas will be talking to you about her social media do's and don'ts. And I can't wait to hear what she's got to share with you. Some things might be the same and some things might be very different. That's the cool thing and the beautiful thing about this business, is we all find ways that work for us and, just rock it out. So have a great night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. And let's see you put these new social media skills to work. Bye, guys.